Okay, so I did this reading on Rosie to see how she's doing, what the girly bop is up to. I think I recorded this reading right as she was dropping her album, or maybe a little bit before. In this reading, we got insights into how she's doing, what she's up to, how successful she might be as a soloist and in the future. And we also got tea, and I've seen this throughout every Blackpink reading. It just keeps popping up. There's a man in the industry that wants to see the downfall of Blackpink. I don't know what it's about. It just keeps popping up in all their readings. So there's that. You'll see what I mean when we get into it, but everything I say in this video is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, and with peace and love. And let's go.
Okay. Rosie, the Chariot, Delay, Knight of Swords, someone coming to a rescue, maybe unsatisfied, maybe with payment. Rosie might have signed a bad contract. King of Swords, Star card, High Priestess. Someone, okay, this is gonna sound kind of woo-woo. I think someone physically is looking out for Rosé in the industry. And this is somebody who could be her peer, and I feel like everyone's like, it's Bruno Mars. I don't know, it might be. But it's somebody who is in some way her peer, but like looks out for her. I wouldn't say go as far as to say she signed a bad contract, but it seems almost like she's in over her head, or she doesn't know quite how to navigate like the differences in being in like the Western market and working with like Western executives. The King of Swords to me indicates that there's like some CEO or somebody that's very important to her career, and he's like displeased. It seems almost kind of like bitter, like petty though, rather than it being like something she's actually doing wrong. She got the Star card, which is like a really great sign for her career. I think she will be a big star. To me, I literally just got like a buzz in my head of like, I don't know if she just dropped an album. I don't know if this album is going to be the thing that just sends her into like, you know, like Taylor Swift, Beyonce type of level. But I feel like at some point she will become like a household name all over the world. I mean, like, of course she's a part of Blackpink, yes, but just like on her own as a soloist, the potential is there, like for her to be huge. She needs to kind of move quickly for some reason to get there though. The High Priestess though is like, she has people on like the other side. like in terms of like spirituality, it's like she's connected to her higher self, so she's on the right path and doing the right things to get where she needs to go. I would say the Queen of Wands is Rosie, because like pretty, singing, you know, fiery type of has a lot of energy. This is the Queen of Wands in the reverse position can be somebody who's like not in their element. Oh, I understand. Because this is like getting a reward or accolades or something. I don't know if her album is necessarily, I think it dropped like 2 days ago. I haven't listened to it yet, my bad. But I don't think it's going to be a smash hit. I don't think it's going to be a flop either. I think fans will like it. I think she'll gain new fans from this. But it's almost like she'll make her record company happy enough for them to like give her another project or give her more money for her next project or something like that. She doesn't feel good for some reason, or it's almost like she doesn't feel confident enough yet. It's almost like, oh, I hear her like voice in my head. It's sort of like, I have more to prove or like more to show people. I think she's really critical on herself, or really hard on herself. I think she has a lot of expectations at least. And I think it's because she knows of her own potential. Anyway, this is like backstabbing, but it can also be like you getting in your own way. Happily ever after, death, a lack of a rebirth, or the delay of it. Page of Wands, energy. Wait, anymore. anymore. Queen of Wands. Who's the Queen of Wands? That's low-key kind of Jisoo. The Sun card, happiness. Ace of Wands. Oh, she's comparing herself to her other group mates, but not necessarily in terms of their career endeavors. So it's not necessarily comparing her releases to like Jennie or Lisa. It's more so comparing like her level of happiness to her peers and like how confident they seem like when they talk and stuff. This card's typically, for me, this is what Jisoo shows up as. Jisoo's been like relatively out of the limelight and she hasn't like dropped any new music. I think she's been doing some acting work, but she, I think, talks to Jisoo the most. I think she's also closest to Jisoo. And she's sort of comparing, Jisoo seems like happy and like confident. And this is like through Rosé, so I'm not tapping into Jisoo's energy, but Rosé thinks that Jisoo is like happy and confident and just kind of like centered and in her life and in her element. And she compares that and she's sort of like, am I on like the right path? The Ace of Wands though. I think Rosé, I wouldn't say it's like a key, what's the word? Like desire of hers, but more just like a pressure, I think, of being in your late 20s and like a cultural thing of like people being like, so when are you gonna like have kids? When are you gonna settle down with a guy? I don't know if she's in a relationship, like a committed relationship. I think she's someone who just kind of likes to be with people and like explore, just like casually. But I feel like she questions herself, like, should I be like serious about that. Very normal. I'm in the same boat. Well, no, I'm not. I was. Anyway, 10 of Wands, that's labor. Ace of Pentacles. She's gonna get a smash hit. I tell you that right now. She's gonna collab with someone, more so like producer or songwriter or something like that. It's gonna be huge. Or she's gonna do something that is just like, it's gonna like send her to like the moon. Her hard work is gonna pay off is maybe what I should be saying. Being left out in the cold though, or receiving help from somebody. The industry likes her. People behind the scenes really like her. She's very favorable. Okay. Heartbreak. 3 of Penties. Judgment. You could read this 2 different ways. On one hand, it seems maybe like she misses being and working with Blackpink. On the other hand, though, it seems almost like she's, what's the word? Like apprehensive or kind of like sad to go back to them. I think Rosé, out of all of them, enjoys working alone the most. I think because she's most involved in like the songwriting aspect of her craft. Like that's something she's very good at and something she enjoys doing. Not to say the others don't, but I think like she's the biggest one into that. So I think it's kind of bittersweet. She likes the girls. She likes being in Blackpink. She really I don't know if the music is necessarily her style, but she likes that aspect of it. But it's sort of like, I don't know how their contracts work, but at some point she's going to have to go back and like be in Blackpink world and not in Rosé world. And so it's bittersweet for her. Judgment. Judging herself for that. Strength. Inner strength. Having everything you need. Knight of Pentacles. There's something weird about the money. Like, she's not getting paid as much as... Because I saw that at the very beginning. Like, she's not getting paid what she thinks she's worth or what she's actually worth, or she's not getting paid as quickly, or there's just something odd about the money. Rosé has the potential to be a titan in the industry. Like, come her being, like, 40 or something, she really could become, like... And I think it would be a bit unexpected for people watching. It's like her, out of all of them. I like Rosé. I like them all very equally. But, like, I feel like she's going to do something unexpected in the coming years. I don't know what that means. She's going to drop like something just out of left field. I mean, she's already kind of proven that with like APT and like working with Bruno Mars, and that song was such a hit. I think it really comes down to her personality. People like working with Rosé. People think she's very creative. People think she's very hardworking. But she also has like a strong like artistic vision that's like centered to her. She's like, I know what I want to sound like. I know what I want to... And she also has these like talents and abilities. There's just like someone kind of playing with her money, which is par for the course, I would say, in the music industry. Sometimes I think she kind of feels Blackpink holds her back a little bit. I think that's something she hasn't fully explored with herself, because I feel like when that thought pops up, she is like, no, and she like bats it away, because I think maybe it's like a guilt thing, I don't know, but I think she's very grateful for Blackpink. I don't think she dislikes being in Blackpink, but I think sometimes that'll pop up of like, dang, like, I think she does enjoy working alone. King of Wands. Money again. Oh my god, no, we can't do this again, guys. I saw this in a reading. I've seen this in Lisa's reading. I saw this in Jenny's reading. There is somebody in the industry. It's a man. I feel like it's in the Korean side of things because they're starting to dabble in the West. There's a man that's like holding them back in some way. I remember mentioning this in a Lisa reading, and a lot of people in the comments are like, it's YG. I can't tell you if it's YG or not. I don't know the lore deep enough, but it's like there is somebody that holds them back and is like mad at them for some reason. Let's pretend it is YG, because I don't know if it's not or not. But it would be like somebody where, in this example, if it's YG, and he's like mad at them because they only signed like partly to stay with YG, and that was a loss of money for YG. It would be something like that, where it's like this man is like mad at them and is like actively trying to like make their lives harder. And I've seen this in all of their readings, which to me makes me think it's like a common thread between all of them. Like in some way, but it doesn't have to be YG or YG related. But some man in the industry is mad at them. They're more mad at Lisa, I would say, because like the energy is sort of like your collateral damage. But like when I was reading for Lisa, it was like they were like actively trying to like just smack her out of the sky. The Hermit, introspection, the Magician. Not having everything you need or not being able to manifest it right away. The Queen of Cups. Who's the Queen of Cups? Ace of Cups, getting everything you need, but it's like emotional. Cups. And this is the Temperance card. I think she might. I don't think it's like an obvious fight or like an obvious beef, but almost like she's icing somebody out. I think they're a member of Blackpink, but it also could be an idol that's like in some way she's like close to. She's not talking to them as much. I don't know why. It seems not like she's mad at them. I don't know what the reason is. I don't think Rosé knows either, though, but there's someone she's icing out, and they're also famous. Or, like, prominent in some way. And it does feel like an idol, but I can't confirm or deny if it's a Blackpink member or not, because it doesn't necessarily have that closeness that you would expect with a Blackpink member. But it is sort of like, I do strongly believe she feels like she's held back by her image of Blackpink. like it keeps her in a box, or it keeps her in some sort of a genre she doesn't necessarily want to be in. She wants to be bigger than that. And I think in general, I don't know if she likes necessarily being an idol, if that makes sense. I think she just kind of wants to be known more as an artist. Well, honestly, good for ROSÉ. Like, she's gonna do big things. I know this. I see it so clearly. People like her. Well, I love that.